Okay. We talk about infrastructure in general. You know, all of us, let's think in your house today, there's a server component from the ISP. Sometimes you might configure your own remote server. There's routers, there are switches, that connect with our local area network. Then there's firewall. These are some components of the infrastructure in general. Can we type these four things real quick so that you can just have an idea of, from a security angle, these are the things we look for: servers, routers, switches, firewalls, in general. So I'm looking, is the server secure? Are the routers secure? Are the switches secure? Do we have firewalls enabled? Those are common trends out there. Okay. So servers, routers, switches, firewalls. So those are common infrastructure out there in general. Okay. We're almost done. Then another thing that you might hear out there is sometimes you might hear the word agile for development in general. Anytime you hear the word agile, don't freak out. Okay, it's just a very effective way of implementing project in general. Then, of course, you want to keep integration of the process, keep deployment. There are folks that do DevOps also. So these are the guys that combine your development and operation to improve more efficiently in general. There are some folks that their job is DevOps engineering. They put security in that end-to-end process of deployment and development in general also. So these are the key things. At the end of the day, we're going to get into hardware and software tomorrow. We talk about some element of network management, data management. I think, yeah, another big one for us. Everybody, can we all type in CIA real quick? We're going to start with that tomorrow. CIA. Everybody, can we type in CIA? Everybody, CIA. Now, I want this to be like your Bible conversation with cyber. You have to tell me, hey, are we sure there's confidentiality in the data, the integrity of the data, there's availability of the data, then non-repudiation of the data. We can sneak in the N. CIA first, sneak in N. Can we all type in CIA, sneak in N in front? Confidentiality of our data. If you say that in a meeting, you just sound smart, honestly. If you're telling me you are protecting your network, I'm saying, hey, are we protecting the confidentiality of the data, the integrity of the data, the availability? Confidentiality is saying that sensitive information is accessible only to the authorized people, right? Integrity, I wish, is anybody making changes that is unauthorized? Availability, is it available? That's all. That's what we're saying. Is it available? Now, you might ask me, why do I care if it's available? Think for a second. If I am doing stock trading, a second can mean the loss of $1 million. Imagine a server not being available at a critical time when you're trading. Those of you that trade, you can understand how devastating that can be, right? So that's a big deal. Availability also, imagine Amazon or Alibaba or what's the other one? TikTok store not being available for 1 hour. Think of the loss potentially. Imagine MRI machine, CT scan machine not being available for 1 hour when there is a critical surgery taking place. So think about it that this is serious, right? So availability is a big deal for us in cybersecurity also. Non-reputation says, in simple term, can we all type in the word audit log? You cannot deny it was not you. So if somebody asks you, let me give you a story, real life. Some of you call me, don't travel out of the country, out of the US and come or Canada or UK and call me and say, well, would my employer find out that I've moved with the company computer? Would they know? Yes, they will. Okay. They may choose not to press charges or follow up, but they will know. It's not hard. Don't give me all the story of I use a proxy server, I use a VPN, BS. They will know. Your ISP will trigger, they will know that you're using a different ISP and they can track it. Those don't even go there. So sometimes some people and somebody called me and said, hey, well, it was not me, blah, blah, blah. Okay. How can you Okay, somebody took your laptop, took your password, and it was not you. They logged in multiple times from a different location. When the person called me, I said, just start looking for a different job. That's all. Don't let's complicate it because they know. I mean, you can't. So anyway, those are big things in cyber.